Hey, yo, what's good? What's good? It's your man Jay.
It's your man Twon.
And this is Tech Taste Daily. So, Twon, check this out, man. I'm listening to the radio today, right?
Radio.
And, yeah, exactly. And it's like this rock station, but they was doing some talk radio, you know what I mean? And they were talking about, they're mad at the mayor, okay? Because the mayor and COVID and schools and everything.
Where are they at?
In Seattle.
Oh.
And this dude tweeted in, the mayor is gonna be going down like Linda Lovelace.
Ah.
Now, for those of you that aren't 100 years old, Linda Lovelace, you have no idea what that means.
Oh, I feel bad. I shouldn't have laughed at that. I have no idea who Linda Lovelace is. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, I mean, you could, even if you said Jenna Jameson, that's still so old school.
That is.
So, and this is the conversation that they ended up having on the radio.
I'm not laughing at it.
Because they're like, nobody's going to get these references, you guys. They're our age.
That's like my.
You Linda Lovelace? That is so old school, man. I don't even know if her name is really Linda Lovelace, but somebody Lovelace. And then obviously there's.
I cannot confirm or deny. I know nothing. See nothing like that other guy I've never heard of before. Anyway.
So can you think of any popular names that are in the porn industry now? Like, oh, for those of you that didn't know, those were porn people. Jenna Jameson, Lucy Lovelace, Linda Lovelace, whatever their names are. That's why they were going to be going down, like, et cetera, et cetera. So the only one that I can think of,
a name.
is Dirk Diggler?
This doesn't sound new. That sounds like a video game character. Isn't that from that castle, the game, the night castle where you do the story game? Is that Dirk Diggler? No, that's from that movie with Marky Mark, right?
It's definitely not the dude from the video game.
His name was Dirk Diggler, really?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, so what was
I remember
the guy's name?
There was a dude named I don't know, what was that dude? I don't know.
Okay, but we'll go down the rabbit hole.
Brian Pumper. I know that was a.
Oh no, really?
You never heard of Brian Pumper?
I remember. I probably shouldn't say who I remember. Ron Jeremy.
See,
I just saw him in some show last night.
What?
Like, it was. I don't remember what the hell I was watching, but it was something where it was like some award show or something, and it was this dude that likes to roast people. I forget what his name is, but he was roasting people, and he was somewhere, and Ron Jeremy was in the audience, and this motherfucker was asleep. He was like,
"Oh no!"
And he said, I don't remember what he said now. Something came more times than Ron Jeremy or something like that, and everybody started cracking up and pointing at him, and somebody touched him or poked him and stuff, and he's like, "What?" And he tapped the person next to him. He's like, and they told him what he said. And then he went to sleep.
Oh, I
anyway,
saw that.
so we're down the rabbit hole again. Why are we here? What are we talking about?
Well, anyways, since we're talking about these sexual android robots, it just made me think of like interesting porn names. So all of y'all out there, is that even a thing anymore? Do people still have interesting porn names, or is that a thing of the past?
I think there's a whole app for that.
Because there is. What would your porno name be or something like that? Oh man, we gotta do an episode on that. But anyways, I digress. Please, what's the point of what we're talking about?
Well, Mike. What day is it?
Hump Day?
Hump Day? So, you know what we do on Hump Day now. On Hump Day, we talk about the intimate androids.
We do. The sexual robots.
So, we decided a few weeks ago that we were just going to go all in and days would not be monetized because apparently if you say sex, you get no money.
Demonetized.
Well, depending on who you are and where you are when you say it.
Facts.
But here on YouTube, when you say sex in the title, no money for you. 1 year. So,
0.
We do what we do. And so we're going to do what we're doing anyway. But we thought we'd have a little fun with the algorithm since it was brought to our attention that these technically are not robots at all.
It was brought to our attention from a comment from one of our viewers, and it was a very what's the word? Wow. I mean, brilliant. It was brilliant, but it was a very poignant comment that made us kind of
Go down the rabbit hole, so to speak.
yeah, and rethink what our descriptions and our definitions were.
So without belaboring the point, we'll leave a link in the description. The differences between androids and robots and cyborgs require that we refer to these devices that we're about to discuss as intimate androids rather than sex robots.
Came across a very interesting article that actually delves into some of the attributes of these android, robot, bionic, whatever you want to call them, and we thought it was fascinating, so we wanted to share it with you.
Do we need to give them the screenshot? They don't need to see that, do they?
Sure. Yes. Show them.
All right, so we'll show you what's happening over here.
Oh, I just saw the title.
So you may have noticed it in the lower thirds already, but here we go. Let's just see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead and read it out loud, man.
stocking filler. I never noticed that's how it started. Stocking filler, Harmony 3.0, sex robot. We'll talk about that in a moment. With self-lubricating vagina. Will be released in time for Christmas.
Oh boy.
This is dated October 30th, 2017.
So this is old school. Think of what they have now in 2021, son. I'm just saying.
I'm at a loss for words. I was lost in my thoughts there. Sorry. But if they had self-lubricating vajayjays in 2018, and we did an episode recently on the AI in the intimate androids. So I think that was even an older video.
Yeah, it was actually. Yep.
So like we talked about in our Black Projects episode,
Like the point that we keep on making, and we're gonna keep on making it.
if you're seeing it, it's not state of the art.
Straight up.
It's not state of the art. But it's what we got. So or it's what they got.
No, listen. Super realistic simulated woman features warm skin and genitalia. I don't know why I pronounced it so weird. Genitalia, which can be detached and washed in the dishwasher. But remember, a bunk bots for life, not just for Christmas.
Oh my goodness. I never noticed that part before. So now we're like expanding our set of definitions, our terminology here. So now we've got bonk bots.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't think we need Wikipedia's help for this one. I'm guessing bonk bot requires that you have useful. I was gonna say lady parts, but I don't want to leave anybody else out. You have useful genitalia,
I guess.
But
I mean,
let's
you
just
could
leave it
have
at
a
that.
mouth that could.
Well, yeah, I
be
was trying not to
bonkable.
go down the I was trying not to go down the bonking rabbit hole there. But okay, so yeah, I think we're good with what bonk bot means.
Oh my gosh.
So again, back to our definition of
Androids
robot versus android. A robot, it does not have to have human form. But you know what? Something we didn't discuss during that video is a robot. A robot isn't necessarily an android, but an android is kind of still a robot.
Ooh, You're so right. And why is that? We should probably elaborate for the people. If you want a lot more details on this, check out the link in the description. We do a deep dive on it in then another video. But let's just
We
give
went
them
down the rabbit hole.
let's just give them a high level.
So basically, a robot is just a machine that gets stuff done, like your Roomba. It is a Roomba. My brain remembers.
Nice.
Now. So a Roomba doesn't look like a human. It's just a thing that's getting something done.
But it's still a robot.
It's still a robot. An android is a robot that's trying to look like a human,
Still has functionality.
but it has like the skin on it, like this one here. It's got skin and boobs and stuff.
So it's more than a
Right.
doll. It's not just a
Right.
doll.
It's got robot parts inside. It's not just you blow it up. It's not just made of rubber and a flexible, flex it and pose it, whatever, frame or whatever.
It does stuff.
It can actually move around and walk and unfortunately these ones have AI connected to them and stuff, and they can talk.
You guys.
We're about to get to those points, so the definition of a robot versus android, they're covered with skin.
It lubricates its own vagina. Pretty impressive.
That's borderlining on cyborg territory there.
It's going that direction, isn't it?
So cyborgs are when basically you have mostly organic parts,
Right. Yes.
And as you start getting self-lubricating vaginas and don't make me go down the list.
I know, right?
other fleshy things
Yep.
and organs and whatnot, then you start to be more human than machine, or you cross that threshold, as we decided we would call it before. You cross that threshold where you're kind of getting kind of meaty there and not mostly machiney. Right?
More
Meaty
man
versus
than
machiney.
machine. Or are you more machine than man? Are you Darth Vader or are you the Bionic Man?
There you go.
The $6 million man.
Ooh, nobody knows who
I know, another. I was going to say the Terminator, but that doesn't work. And the Terminator's old. Damn,
Right?
son.
So check this out. Customers will be able to get a body equipped with internal heating, lubrication, and touch sensors. There are going to be a lot of other peripheral options and upgrades people can opt for. Again, don't make me go down the list.
Man. Don't get me
They've
started.
developed two previous sex robots called Harmony. This is why we've got Harmony 3.0 here. With a tiny waist and generous bosom. And is also so lifelike she'll even orgasm during intercourse.
Man, we're going into dangerous waters, y'all. What?
So they call these real dolls.
Oh, goodness.
But it gets better. Wait.
Wow.
So, as well as enjoying a good time with her man, she knows his favorite food, films, and music, and is able to make him laugh and remember his birthday.
Now, this is where we're getting into the AI territory.
Exactly.
Because-
this is where it gets scary and Skynet comes in.
I mean, I don't want no ex machinas happening in my neighborhood with these robot sex chicks
With hands that know how to make bombs
and shoot
stuff.
guns.
And shoot guns.
For real. I mean, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is that really going that far in the direction of AI, or is that just pre-programmed robotics? You can pre-program your birthday and your favorite music, and that doesn't have to be necessarily something that's intuitive.
But I think they're crossing that line.
And
They
are.
might not have back in 2017,
Yep.
but based on that Whitney Cummings sex robot thing that we saw,
Right.
they've crossed that line now.
Yeah.
So they explicitly said it's going to be, they're just like your Alexa or your Google. Sorry if I set your shit off. But they're connected. So you can ask them stuff and they can do a search. So, yeah. Whether these ones that we're reading about right now could do that, I'm pretty sure they were talking about that back then. But remember, if you're seeing it, it's not the state of the art. And this is what we were seeing 4 years ago.
Is Harmony gonna get jealous when you talk to Alexa and try to mess you up?
No, because the girl you've always dreamed of would never do that. And if she did, the update will prevent her from doing that in the future.
Well, so we hope. Skynet.
Anyway, any closing thoughts on Harmony and her upgradable bosoms and self-lubricating vagina?
Yeah, I mean, number
I wonder if
one,
that's included, by the way. Is that a
it sounds like
add-in?
that's something that you have to
Sounds
add.
like that's a base feature?
I think,
Cool.
yeah, who knows,
You
man.
didn't even used to get air conditioning if you bought a cheap car.
I
You
mean,
bought the base model.
a lot of dudes just used to buy dolls that you blow up. Can you imagine going to the store?
It's for a friend. It's a bachelor party gag. Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket.
Can you imagine having to walk out of the store with your box that says a big sex doll and the whole
I'm sure they had discreet packaging.
dude, and then think of your neighbors see you getting out of your car. Hey, Mr. Adams, don't mind this package. It's for my friend.
Yeah, for my friend.
It's a Christmas present.
Oh man. Well, now
It is a Christmas
she can walk in the house by herself.
It's a
Maybe
stocking stuffer. No pun
she
intended.
won't fit in the stocking, but you can stuff her.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So real dolls, AI, intimate robots
It's all dangerous, man.
coming to a stocking near you.
Coming soon.
As many times as you like her to, apparently.
Yeah.
As long as you rinse and repeat. Dishwasher safe.
Dishwasher ready. Something about bass.
Until next time.
We'll see y'all.
And Tech Taste Daily.
I was gonna say you're not gonna sing to him. I was gonna be mad.
And yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.